Anyone that is undertaking a building project, the thought of employing a cowboy builder is an absolute nightmare. No random acts of kindness there.
No, but it turns out that they've been at it for centuries, and we're even responsible, we're even responsible for messing up one of the country's most important buildings.
Parliament is undergoing the biggest and most complex renovation this country has ever known, taking an estimated £4 billion and 10 years to complete. I've been allowed behind the scenes to see the problem. The architect in charge is Adam Wachowski. Where are we actually now?
We're in Piers in a court, and this is one of the courtyards which hasn't been attended to yet. And you can see, as you look around, this is 19th century pollution, basically carbon. It's soot on the walls, and as the rain falls it wets the soot, and the soot forms acid, and that's what decays the stone.
And it just peels away.
It just peels away.
You can really see the problem. It's just crumbling away. The problem isn't simply age. There are lots of older buildings around here that aren't crumbling. Could it be that Parliament is made from the wrong stone? The old Parliament burned down in 1834. Architects Charles Barry and Augustus Pugin designed its replacement, a huge palace in the Gothic style. But the way it looked would be determined by its stone, and stone was usually chosen by the stonemason. But this was a job of national importance, so to find the best stone, they assembled the top geologists and architects of the day. The Stone Dream Team. They included William Smith, the father of geology. They went on a tour of quarries, guided by Smith's beautiful map of all the different stone formations in England. Their first two choices couldn't provide enough stone. Eventually, they settled on a stone that can be found in this blue seam of rock at Anston Quarries in Yorkshire. They chose a magnesium limestone, this stone, because of its striking warm colour. But before the building was finished, the stone started to decay. It was a scandal, and Charles Dickens called it the worst ever used in the metropolis. But the real problem was shoddy workmanship, as the project fell behind schedule. First, they used the stone the wrong way round. Imagine that this is a piece of our limestone. Now, it's been created millions of years ago, layer by layer by layer, at the bottom of the sea. And if you take the stone and you put it into your wall this way round, then all is good, it's strong. But if you get it the wrong way round, now when you put it under pressure, it squashes and the front layers begin to peel off, which is exactly what's happening to this stone.
This is quite an extraordinary example.
Wow.
Of face bedding, and there your face is just coming off completely.
The second problem was that the stone was put in wet.
When stone comes out of the ground, it's wet, and you really need to allow that water to evaporate to some extent. If you don't, if you put it into the wall, then all that water is going to come out of one face. So you get this sort of deposit of lime at the front, and it becomes very hard. And that means that it's much more prone to shearing off anyway.
Third, because they were short of good stone, they used blocks with lots of vent cracks like this.
So if you put all those three problems together, you've got a disaster waiting to happen.
The big project is to completely restore the building, moving MPs and peers out while they do it. But much of the stone, decaying since the 1840s, can't wait. Damaged stone is being removed, and thousands of individual blocks are being carved on site by a team of stonemasons like Chris and Matt, who today are making sections of window. You might have thought the last stone they use is the type that's had the problems, but you'd be wrong. This is magnesium limestone. Why is it not going to have the same problems then?
Because we're going to use it more responsibly and in the correct manner. As you can see, the strata comes through here.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And that's the way it was formed over millions of years.
Okay, this is the way it'll be in the building when it's finished?
Yeah, indeed, compressed.
Okay, and that'll keep it strong?
Exactly, yeah.
Having spent billions on renovations, they won't want to do this again anytime soon. So Chris, this is the big question though. How long is this going to last?
There's lots of variables with climate change, but hopefully hundreds and hundreds of years.